Hello and welcome to Life Lesson 101. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you press the subscribe and like button. My contact information is listed below. Thank you in advance. I pray that God bless you, keep you, and favor you. My name is Tasha D. Blessings, and our topic tonight is helping the helpless when the help is needed. Listen to God. Our inspiration quote for today is: we don't need to have deep pockets or be rich to help the needy, the poor, and the hungry. We need to have a heart, by Kevin D. Cruz. Our scripture reading is coming from the Bible, the book of Psalms, chapter 34, verse 6. And the book of Psalms, chapter 35, verse 10. So let's get started. The poor man called, and the Lord heard him. He saved him out of all his troubles. My whole being will exclaim, "Who is like you, Lord? You rescue the poor from those too strong for them, the poor and needy from those who rob them." Today is June the 1st of 2024. I am going to let you know what happened today on my personal journey today. Now, I did have plans to go one city away just for a little outing today. Thought on it on yesterday, but I always check the weather just to see how the weather was going to be because we've been having a lot of storms that's been coming through the city. And I didn't want to get caught up in a storm or in bad weather and can't come back home. So just to make a long story short, got up and I was still wishy-washy, knew that I still can go and make that little 1 hour trip to do what I had to do. But something told me, don't do it today. Maybe try it out on tomorrow or a different day. So I went on with my everyday journey. So my everyday journey is going to Exxon Circle K that's located in my city. They see me like 2 and 3 times a day. It's shame to say. I go there and get a cup of ice. I love their little ice cubes. So with that being said, I goes there, and I get my little ice as usual, get back in my vehicle. So I looked at the time and I noticed, okay, it was close to lunchtime. They have a Catholic church that's not too far from me. So every now and then, God just put in my heart where I just go there like every Saturday and just go in there and say a prayer. It's open up for, anyone to come there to say a prayer. Or if you need to speak with someone, they may have that option available also. So I started it last weekend. It's like it's a season thing with me. It's like sometimes I runs there till I can't run no more. Then it's some season where I won't go at all. So it's like I'm back into the season of running there on Saturdays to go say a prayer for myself, for my children, and my family. So I goes and I say the prayer. Now prior to that, like before I leave the Exxon, they have a Little Caesars pizza place. Then they have the church. Then it's my home. So with that being said, after I got the cup of ice, I was thinking, you know what, I could go ahead and get the pizza right now. That way I won't have to come back this way. But something told me, just go ahead and pass the Little Caesars up and just go to the church and say a prayer, then double back. So I was obedient. So I went to the church, said my little prayer for my family, myself, my friends, and loved ones. So then I went and I doubled back. And I went to Little Caesar. So I went through the drive-thru to place my order. So once you place your order there, they always make you go drive to the side of the building or in front of the building. And they bake your pizza fresh or whatever you order fresh. So as I'm sitting in my vehicle, I have my windows down. They have this lady who come up to me. Now, in the city that I stay in, you don't see too many homeless people. You don't see too many stragglers. You know, it's a city where you pretty much have to have a vehicle to get around. You have to have a vehicle. You know, you don't see too many people just walking. There's no bus stops where you can stand there and catch the bus. I mean, they have Uber. You can call Uber, but it's not very accessible in that little city. Now, in that little city, they do have free transportation. For the city that I was in, they have like a little van. You can call the number, and they actually pick you up for free and take you somewhere in that little small city. It's not a big city. It's very, very small. So just make a long story short. So I'm just sitting in the car, talking on the phone. And this lady came up to me, had my windows down. So at this point, okay, it's like I'm cautious now, because I'm the type of person like to watch my surrounding, and I don't trust too much of nothing. I really don't. So I put the person on hold and to see what the lady had to say. So the lady asked me for some money or whatever, and I'm the type of person I don't carry cash on me like that. If you catch me with cash, it's very surprising. So I told the lady, I didn't have anything. She said, whatever you can give me, just give it to me. So I started looking around my vehicle just to see, what did I have. So I look in my glove department and my console. I had like a whole lot of change. So I went on ahead and gave the lady all the change. So after that, the lady, I see that she moved on, just talking to other people. Look like she trying to get money from other people. So after seeing the lady walk past me, I see this little boy and I see these two other girls. Now, at this point in time, guess what? It's beaming and it's steaming hot right now. And I'm saying to myself, where they walking from? Because like I stated, that's not the place where you really see anybody walking and straggling. So I'm just waiting for them to, come out to get my pizza. At this point, she kind of moved forward. And I see this little boy, he's standing at this truck. The truck in the drive-thru. He on the passenger side. He just standing there. Look like if they promised to give him something and he just waiting on something. Okay, so the lady gave him something. Now, I don't have the best eyes, but it looked like the lady had gave him a slice of pizza. Okay, so then I see these two girls, that's walking like kind of behind the boy. But you could tell they all, at this point, I put two and two together. I said, you know what, they all together. But these girls here, they probably was like maybe around about 12 or 13. It was two of them. Then they had like two small kittens in their hand. Baby kittens in their hand. And you could tell like these kittens was just born, And they were like wiping them off and stuff like that. And but just make a long story short, So I got my pizza and, they came and delivered all my. So once they gave me all my items, I was good to go. But God had placed in my spirit to go get that young lady something. Give her something. So I was obedient. So I did what I had to do to go give her what God had told me to give her. So on my way back, at this point they're all walking their space out. It's very hot. It's hot out there. But it's about to rain too, Like I said, I don't know where they're going. I don't know where they're coming from. Never seen them in town because this town's so small. It's like, you kind of see people from you may not know their names, but you know them. You know them. But these particular, group of people, I never seen them before. So I pulled on the side. It was a busy highway. And I opened my door because I didn't want to go anywhere and be isolated either, to try to give her what I was trying to give her also, because like I said, I'm kind of like a overprotected person. So I said, you know what, this is perfect. So I pulled on the side on the highway and kind of walked to them. And I told her that God has told me to give this to you. That lady cried, y'all. It make me want to cry. She really cried. That lady hugged me tight, and she cried and cried and cried. She hugged me so tight. Nobody never hugged me that tight before. And she was crying like a baby, y'all. So the next thing I did was just start praying for her. I asked that God just to protect her and those children and to cover her and to provide whatever need that is needed, and ask God to just be with her and bless those children for whatever is going on in the situation. And after that, y'all, she did not want to let me go, y'all. She just cried and cried and cried. So at this point, I walked back to my vehicle, because this situation really had touched me today. So the children, they run into her, like, what's going on? Like, what happened? But at this point, I had left. Be obedient and listen to God. I don't know what that lady, where she came from. I don't know what she been through. I don't know if there was her children, her grandkids. I don't know. I just did my part of listening to God. And that's what I just wanted to share with you on today. What is your input on what happened today? Please leave it in the comments. Thank you so much. Be blessed, everyone.